Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fortitude and today I'll be playing a game as Towering Roots of the Jungle. So the latest the latest update for Spirit Island Digital came out this week. I believe it's called the Sanctuaries update. I'm not fully sure what all it includes. I believe it includes an aspect for river and green as well. I don't know what else, but yeah, it does include the Spirit Towering Roots. So looking at Roots real quick. So Roots is a moderate complexity spirit, high in defense, good amount of control, and then low in offense, and then low to medium fear and utility. It also has an Incarna, and this is actually one of the spirits using the Vitality tokens, which is a new token added to the game. Essentially, what Vitality does is you have to add it in a land without Blight, and it prevents like one Blight from being added. And anytime it triggers that, you have to remove the Vitality token. So it's basically like a Ravage skip, essentially. But the the main catch is you need to do it proactively. You cannot do it in a blighted land, so the land needs to not have any blight for it to work. All right. So our innate. I'll actually just pause the video. You guys can read the special rules and the innate powers. I won't go through them in a lot of detail. This is our hand of cards. And let's just get into a game. Let's see what the spirit is capable of. Don't know what adversary I want to play. We'll just keep it simple. Let's just do Prussia. And let's go. So we are playing on board E. Okay, our Incarna is starting on land E7. I like that little mechanic that they have over there. So basically, essentially what our special rule is doing is it's stopping invaders from being damaged or destroyed at the site of our Incarna. And then you can empower your Incarna the first time it's in a land with 3 or more vitality. And then you also skip all build actions at the empowered Incarna. So basically Incarna is like a safe zone where like nobody fights. But that's too boring, right? Like that is too boring. We want things to fight. All right. So I'm going to do... Versus Prussia, I think we need to move fast. So I don't think I want to waste turns trying to empower our Incarna. One of the ways that you can empower your Incarna is you get an extra vitality from your G2 option over here. So you can do that in conjunction with where is it? With your blooming, because that adds an Incarna. So basically you do that like 2 turns in a row, like maybe play blooming on turn 1 and do 2 G2s in a row. That will power your Incarna on the 3rd turn. That's one of the ways you can do it. But in this game, I'm just going to go G3. Now, since Sands and Mountains showed up, I kind of want to trigger my innates here. Let's see what power card we gain. Let's go for a minor. So these are interesting. I mean, Gift of Natures is always super good. Gift of Twin Days is also interesting. One thing to note is like this power range boost that you get if Incarna is in the original land is really key, because like if you guys have played Volcano, you kind of know like if you have like a 3 stack of Volcano, that increases your range by 1. So it's similar to that. Like that completely changes like the minor and major power deck for you, like and targeting. So it's really key to position your Incarna accurately on the board. All right, so I don't know. It's been a really long time since I played the spirit, so I'm just gonna go with what looks good to me. We'll just play natures. I think that can always have value. Let me make sure. Cycles. I do like cycles because it does remove blight. It can also add more Dahan. Gift of Twin Days can be nice. Treacherous is nice, but it's not super on element for us. We'll just go with this. And turn 1, I kind of want to play 2 cards, so I will just go ahead with this play. I'll throw a presence over there just to have it in a land with the Han. Replace 1 place presence with your Incarna. I just want to see how it looks like. Oh, look at that animation. Okay, I don't want to do that though. Move back, Incarna. Alright, so I am going to skip that. So on turn 1, let's play... I guess there's no destroyed presence to add. Or I don't think we need a major power yet. I can play Blooming, that can add a vitality either in my E1 or E5. I could have made my E5 a sacred site too. I think I'm okay to let the blight come to E2. So I want to hit my right innate. So I need to play a moon. So one of these, and then I need to play a plant as well. So again, one of these. So it really doesn't matter what I play. We could play Radiant. But remove an invader with health less than or equal to the terror level. So right now it's terror level 1. So this is a card that scales with as the game goes on. So that's super useful late game as well. And blooming, I'm just adding a vitality. So this will allow me to remove an explorer or town. I think this is fine. Let's just go with this. And we'll probably mess up somewhere. We'll just deal with it. I guess I could clear this explorer on E6, maybe. And next turn, I could just defend from Entwine. That seems like a good move. We could rely on beast damage to clear out E6 though. Let's do that. So wetlands, we need to add a town. We can go ahead and add the town over here, I think. So now we have blooming, which I kind of realized my mistake. Like I should have probably made a sacred site on E5, but that's okay. Oh no, I get +1 range. I forgot. So see, this is where the special rule becomes so useful. Like it gives us that range boost for blooming, so I can add a vitality there. That looks really cool. So now no blight is coming on in that land. I do have shelter under towering branches that can gather an explorer, and I also have this guy to remove an explorer or town and give me a fear. Could I just do it like this? And then if I place a presence in that land and I defend it for 4 with Entwine, that should just clear out. And then I can remove 1 explorer or town. Now this is range 1, and the requirement for our right innate is you need to target a land with Incarna plus Invader, so I cannot use the range to go outside of my Incarna land. But that's fine, like I can remove this town. Seems efficient. So what I'm planning is I'm planning the beast to do something over here, and then maybe the Dahan can do something over here, and these Dahan will fight back in the Ravage, and then this vitality will be consumed, but I'm not taking any blight this turn, so that's pretty strong. This is also a probability, like I might just take a blight, that's fine. So turn 2, I think we should get to the 2 energy, and then we can decide if we want to reclaim or not. But I'm not super stoked about our G2, so I'll probably just skip it. I think I'll just do a G3 here, because G3 also gives us that 1 energy, which I think is super useful. The power card we are getting from both G1 and G2, but the key difference, like I said, is the range on G3 and that +1 energy. Okay, so let's gain a miner again. These are interesting. Land of Haunts and Embers. Land of Haunts and Embers is like a fast tempo card that can be useful. Renewing Rain is actually pretty interesting. It's super on element for us. Flow Down River also is nice for pushes and stuff. And then Drywood Explodes is also doing... actually, I'm not super excited about this and this. So I really want to focus on Flow Down and Renewing Boon. I think I might just go for Renewing Boon and then see what happens. I do like the push from this though. Trying to see what to prioritize here. The valuable element I'm getting is a plant. So I think I'll just go with renewing boon. Just try to optimize on the elements, and then I'll make this a sacred site. And I don't think I want to move my Incarna anywhere yet. And I believe this is the only way to move our Incarna. I don't think we can move our Incarna any other way. Unless I'm missing something. Okay. So this turn, I think we landed on we want to play Entwine, and do we want to play something with the sun? We could just do this. This has some utility, like I can gather an explorer if needed. What if I play boon over here? I could start going for a major as well. Wetlands are going to build. So what I could do is I could gather the explorer out from here or from one of these other lands, and I could remove a explorer or town, but I would have to move my Incarna in order to do that. Should I move my Incarna to E8? I could do that. I could move my Incarna to E8. Or I could just power up, just not go all in and just play Gift of Natures for some energy boost. Actually, I think to keep the board state, should probably do it like this. Am I generating any fear in the fast? I am not. Let me move my Incarna. Let's see if I move it to this land. I'll do Entwine and Boon. Okay, so that's how I'll add a presence from Boon. Okay, right. I think that is fine. So Entwine in this land, so it's defended, and let's go. So we did not get that beast damage. That's fine. More buildings. That is fine. From a land with the hand, 2 damage on the land push 2. Okay, that seems pretty useful. Like I can confirm this land to be... I could move it here, remove this beast. I mean, remove this town. Do I want to do that? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Actually, let's see if the fear card helps us. So I will move it from here to here. Oh, but I cannot destroy it. Wait. Can't be damaged or destroyed at Incarna. Okay, well that does solve it for me. So in that case, I think I'm good with where we are. Okay, so it's the coast, so I can just go ahead and... I don't want to gather any Dahan. I can go ahead and gather you so you don't build. We can just make E2 like our dump land, just let it build on, try to create a pocket inland. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Oh, before I do that, I need to add a presence here. So now it's a sacred site. What did Boone say? Okay. Some exciting cards. So the first card that I really like here is Solidify. Looks great, but I also like Sea Monsters. I think we can do a lot with that card. Solidify is great, but I'm not sure if I want to play it right now. I kind of want to move my Incarna to the coast and work it out like that. Terrifying Nightmares also seems good to me. Just consolidate everything in that one land. But I think Sea Monsters is the way to go, just because we have a coastal built up land. Draw Towards is nice, but I don't think I'll get to that level of energy and efficiently influence the board along the way. So I'm just going to go with sea monsters here. And we can forget a card. Do I want to forget one of my uniques? We could just forget renewing boon. I actually don't know what to forget for sea monsters. We'll just forget renewing boon. And then we can do this. Remove the town. I do want to remove this E6 town as well. So I wanted to reclaim just so that I can looking at the cards I have. We'll probably want to play Blooming because this land is going to build and ravage next turn, so I would like to play Blooming. So I'm going to reclaim here and then we can decide what route to go. I'm going to add a presence here. So let's play Blooming. Thing about Blooming is always try to play it a turn in advance because it's a slow power, so you need to think about the upcoming ravage to get the most out of it. So I think we can get away with playing Blooming, and if we do Gift of Natures, I don't think that'll be enough. I could maybe try to do it next turn, or I could try to just get the energy from it. Because if I play, say, one of these guys, not Entwine, but like say Boon, and move my Incarna to the coast, maybe that is fine. Actually, let me go back. I cannot move my Incarna to the coast this round. So what I can do is I can just go ahead and still Terra level 1, so I need to get to Terra level 2. I'm just going to play Natures and power up here. Get some energy. Alright, so let's move on to this. Okay, push 1 to a land without towns. Okay, that doesn't affect us. That shouldn't do much. That is fine. Oh, I should have moved my Incarna because now that guy won't die. Okay, that's fine. Push 1 Explorer into a land with more towns or cities than the one it came from. I guess that works. That should work. I like that little animation that it has where it basically just covers things in those tangles. It's nice. Okay, so we want to add a vitality over here, and then I guess we want to gather some stuff in here. Is that right? Sea monsters won't deal with this guy. What do we need to threshold sea monsters? So we actually would need to draft something. We can play it in conjunction with Gift of Natures on the next turn. I think I'm good to leave the Dahan where they are. Oh, actually, I'll throw in a Dahan here. Okay, so on this turn, let's get to the 3 plays. I am going to go for a Miner. These are some interesting cards. I mean, Natures and Carapace lands, and I can increase the range on both if needed. Terra turns to Madness. I like that too because that will just get us to Terra level 2 faster. Razor Sharp Undergrowth is actually interesting. It's crazy to kind of pass up on Natures over Razor Sharp Undergrowth. I think Natures is the play because it can remove Blight if needed. It can defend lands. I'll just go with that. Just go with the safe choice. And then we could add a presence over here. I will have to try to threshold sea monsters on the reclaim turn. That should do a lot of damage, but I need to make sure that my Incarna isn't on E2 on the reclaim turn. So let's keep that in mind. So actually, if we are gonna do that, then maybe I can just go ahead and move my presence um, to e6, and I can move my Incarna over here. And what I can do is I can play. I could just play Nature's Res for e3, honestly, because I'm planning to reclaim at this point, anyways. Um, could play Radiant. I don't think it's gonna do much, and I can play this. So this will just move more stuff, and it can remove 2 towns if needed. I think that's fine. That is fine. We can just replace stuff here. And I can go ahead and push the 2 guys closer to the coast. If I pushed a town, I might just push a town here. Place 1 town with an explorer. So 4, 3 plus 1, 4. Sands build, mountains and jungles. So we will add a destroyed presence here. We get another major to choose from. That's exciting. Winds of Rust and Atrophy works great with sea monsters. I don't think I'll have the energy for both. We did get Rumbling Earthquakes. That is a heavy hitter. Can we threshold that? We do have Nature's Connection, and we have Entwined Power or Nature's Res. So we can get to that threshold. Let's just go with Rumbling. What should we forget? I think we can forget. Is it crazy to forget Blooming? Should we start just getting into that heavy damage mode from this point on? Probably should have gone for the 4 energy then. I guess we still can. If I forget one of these guys, I guess we can forget Entwine, but oh man, it has such good elements. I don't know what to forget, guys. Let me see. Rumbling will do more damage than sea monsters, I think. Entwine is just like such a perfect element card for us though. Like just maxing out. Our innates can do a lot of work. I don't know if I want to forget Blooming. Gift of Natures is great for thresholding these. Just thinking about removing Nature's Resilience here. As crazy as that sounds. Or maybe we just forget sea monsters. I think if we are going all in on the Rumbling play, then let's just focus on that. Thing is, there's no blight in that land either, so I'll just have to. So it'll basically a thresholded sea monsters is gonna give me like what, 6 damage and 4 fear. Yeah, let's just do that. We will gather this Tahan. We will gather this. Wait, I thought I had a town gather. Oh, we can gather. And then we can remove 2 towns. Okay, so now I would like to move my Incarna to the coast, but I guess we can just let this land be. Nothing will happen there. That's fine. We just need to get to Terra level 2 and start clearing out this mess. Um, let's start going for some energy at this point. I'm making a stack here so that I can use Entwine on a turn to try to defend it. And we can play Rumbling, but I don't think we can threshold it because... Oh no, we can threshold Rumbling. Right? Yes. Well, that should do it then. We just need 2 Earths and that should threshold Rumbling. It's fine, we'll take 1 Blight. That is totally fine. Get to add at the Han. Let's add it here. And with Beast, Disease, or at least to the Han. I'll just add it, remove 1 from here. Actually, I probably should have added something over there. What am I missing? The land will still blight. Okay, so I probably should have defended it still. So that's a mistake on my part. I don't think I can go back enough to do anything about it. Like even if I do this, like it's still gonna blight. So sure, let's keep that. And we can play Rights of the Land's Rejection. Or we can do this for our right innate. We should have a few options. This land, if we defend for 6, that should take care of it along with Entwine. This land can be dealt with Natures. So I basically need to clear out my E1 and E2, which I can. And then I can clear out this land. And I get to do it again. So wait, do we just win? Kind of forgot how this spirit works. Or how this power works. And then... that's basically it. I don't think I need to do anything additional. And then we have Blooming. Let's go ahead and add a Vitality. And we don't need to gather more Dahan. That's fine. So now we can just do another G3. Let's just go for a major. See what we get. Okay, nothing too exciting. Just gain that. Forget that. Add a presence. Sure, I'll add even 1 more presence over here. And then all we need to do is nothing. Play Natures, Entwine, Radiant. All of that sounds good to me. Natures for this land, Entwine for this land, and Land of the Rights Rejections for this land. It shouldn't matter though. You have 4 fear cards, so that should do something. Let's downgrade over here. We will do it over here. That should be game. It was game. So yeah, I kind of messed up in the end. Like in my e6, I should have been more careful with the planning. So even though invaders don't take damage, I believe they still do damage to the land, so I should have defended it proactively, but it still worked out. So that was game. That was Towering Roots into Prussia level 6. Again, like an extremely strong spirit. You basically can play a lot of major powers mid to late game, especially once you reach like this 4 energy mark. And if you want to go for minors, you can get to the 3 plays, but then you can also kind of push towards 4 play. In that case, you would have something like 2 energy and 4 plays. So that's one of the paths you can take. The option that we did was we went to this 4 energy, and then we also went to 3 plays. So yeah, it's multiple strategies, multiple builds that you can follow. And yeah, your innates are super useful. They do generate some fear, so that will help you climb to that terror level 2. And our unique powers are pretty strong, so don't sleep on those. Definitely utilize them nicely. But yeah, that was game. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.